and welcome back to another episode of the Backline Podcast. I am Chief Redbeard. I'm just kidding, y'all. What's up, and welcome back to another episode of the Backline Podcast. As you know, I am Chief Redbeard. We've got Niko coming up soon, and we had another fun episode today. Really, really awesome. I think we went over the best album that we've had on the show yet. We talk about new gear and some news as well. Really, really cool story there. And we've got a special guest today who could or could not be a reoccurring guest, so to speak. We will find out soon, obviously. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for any new subscribers that we have, anybody who has liked the Facebook page or followed us on Instagram. We are going to continue growing this thing. We're going to continue pumping out these episodes every Wednesday at 6 a.m. Thank you guys so much. Let's just get to it. Enjoy the show. Yeah. You don't like my James Hetfield singing?
It sounds like everything. It sounds like everything else when you try to imitate basically any band.
Me personally, or that's what people do?
I feel like you just do that.
I do. No, I mean like the hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, like all the time.
That's like that's definitely like James Hetfield is what I'm doing there.
No, that's more of a bad Pearl Jam imitation. James Hetfield's more like guttural.
I'm literally,
you know,
but I'm literally like, I am singing like a, it's a song of theirs. I can't remember. It's like off of, probably like Load or Reload.
Oh, I don't know. Well, no, I listened to them after I've listened to Load, Reload. I think I stopped listening right before Death Magnetic came out.
Right.
I mean, I was just,
well, Saint Anger was so bad. Most people just like were kind of done.
But they took a long break after that. Yeah.
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 I think Death Magnetic was the next album.
But I thought it was, I heard the reception was good, right?
For Death Magnetic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it.
So they came back.
Right. Yeah. I like Death Magnetic. I don't remember shit on it, but I like it.
Any like bangers? Or is it all just kind of metallic-y?
Not that I remember. I really can't say. I'm trying to think. I don't remember a single fucking song from that album.
That's a bad album. Never mind. All right,
well,
cool.
you know, I listened to it a little bit and I was like, you know what? This is decent. This is Metallica kind of bringing it back, but it wasn't like, oh God, this is fucking Metallica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was a good album. Maybe we'll have to do it for an album review sometime. Suffer through it.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't remember it being bad though.
You know, something I noticed when because I was editing this week's the last week's podcast, and we were talking about how bands now like change. They progress their genres. Like, so for example, there's a deathcore band, you know, 10 years ago. Now they're probably not deathcore anymore. They transitioned and got more heavy. They got a little faster. They kind of delved deep, and that's just kind of expected now with newer bands. It's like, oh, they changed their sound. Of course, that makes sense. But like these older bands, like 70s, 80s, Metallica, Aerosmith, whatever, all those granddad bands, they all were expected to have the same sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's weird because it's like, you know, those bands were, you know, especially like the quote unquote metal from back in like the 70s and the 80s and stuff. That was revolutionary. I mean, you know, back in the 60s, maybe 50s, the first distorted guitar was played on any type of record or broken up, and it wasn't just a clean acoustic-y, you know, barely electric. You know, the Beatles, you know, were kind of the pioneers to get everything started, and then everything just got progressive from there. And I wonder if just because it was so innovative that they decided, like, and that our parents listened to it, and they kind of grew up on it, like, this is a sound that should never change because this is how it started, where everything else had to evolve. And then now we are so, I guess, lucky with stuff like that. And everything has become so boring that we want things to change to keep up with the times. You know, just like the issues with the last album review, trying to find something. And that, you know, that time the evaluator bullshit, you know, it was repeated garbage. So I think bands now, or even some of those 90 bands that not sound like people do now and not sound like the 80s, they're in a weird spot where they have to evolve into something else. There's like those 90 death metals and shit like that.
Sorry to transition. Do you have a cat?
I do not.
my pop filter smells like cat urine.
That's your pop filter.
It is mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this is your microphone. Have fun with that. That's great. Wow. How upsetting, dude. We got these kittens, right? I don't think I've talked to you about this, right?
Not that I know of.
My sister decided to get, she has a cat, right? Wasn't fixed. We told her, get it fixed. It's going to grow up fast, and then it's going to be fucking faster.
Right.
Didn't get it fixed. Weeks and weeks went by. Okay. It's your cat, whatever. I'm here for a cup of coffee, basically. I'm going to be out of here in a little bit. Gets pregnant immediately. A stray cat just smells her from like just across the country, apparently. Starts lurking around the house. Bam. Does the deed. Next thing you know, there's kittens everywhere. I was like, all right, get rid of the kittens. They're cute now. Get rid of them. She's like, oh, I'll get rid of them. All right, cool. What happens, Billy? What do you think happens with that?
You still have all the kittens.
No. We have 2 of 4.
Right.
2 of 4 kittens. I was furious because I was like, I know I'm leaving soon, but for now, I have to rely on you to wrangle these kittens, potty train them, do your things with the kids because the school shit is bananas right now.
Right.
And so none of that happened, of course. So now everything just smells like happy. I had to put up a temporary door downstairs blocking from the upstairs. To my sister's credit, she bought it. Thanks. And it's just everywhere. They're just absolutely out of control. And I'm about to... PETA's about to call me, basically, because I'm so frustrated right now with those guys.
It's weird because I feel like
holy shit,
you said something and I think I smell it, but I actually think I smell the pizza that Lauren got.
They do smell similar, pizza and cat, so I can understand how you get that.
So
confused.
I'm like, I keep sniffing on mine. Like, I definitely knew that one was yours because it had a bit of the smoky smell on it too, but I didn't smell the top. I smelled like the side.
Oh man.
Because I did start to mix them up earlier, but if it's bad, there's another filter down there if you want to replace it.
I'm going to burn it. Yeah, sorry. I'm just
at least for the episode, we can, I
was already a little aggro when I came in here. So now I'm just like, now it's popping off.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Just
give
me a second.
It might be attached to a mic, so be careful. Yeah.
You want to talk about who's in the Discord right now?
Yeah, so we're going to be trying something new here. For those of you guys who may have seen it, Mr. Tony was on an episode with us for he made up some rules and made it a really fun episode. So because he is our extreme top tier Patreon, he actually paid us to go ahead and be the producer of the show. So we actually got really lucky. We're getting paid to have him on the show. So he's going to be kind of like our producer. We keep having issues where we want to look something up or we have a question and we don't want to just sit here and type and pause the show. So Tony's going to be our guy in the background to help us do a lot of that stuff and hopefully keep us on track and keep us going.
He is our slave.
Yeah.
So
and he's paying us
on the Patreon. $300 well spent.
Yeah. Plus the $25,000 that he's already paying to be a Patreon member.
Right.
For the Patreon we don't even have.
Right. I was going to say he's our listener that we turned into staff.
Yeah.
And so now we're back to no listeners. So if I don't know who this is for now. So anyways, Tony, enjoy this, I guess.
Re-internship, baby.
Yeah, we still expect you to watch it, even though you're in on this right now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, he doesn't get to see all the editing magic and stuff like that. So
is that magic or is it just a fucking nightmare?
That's what we want to call it.
Yeah, sure.
Magic nightmare. Mm-hmm. Let's get into this album review.
Okay.
So I'll obviously get it going. For those of you who watched last week's episode, you know Good Tiger is the album review band this week. And the album is called something Doomsday Cult. I'm looking it up. My apologies.
Raised in a Doomsday Cult. So just to recap real quick, Good Tiger consists of 2 members of the Safety Fire, which real quick, I didn't mention last week, but I'm almost certain I've seen teasers. COVID might have fucked everything, but there has been teasers that Safety Fire might be doing another album soon. And who in the Safety Fire is in this band?
Both guitar players. Yes, which they are riff masters, which we'll get into in a second. Alex Rudinger was a drummer, so for this album, I thought it would be interesting to see. I'm going to be dependent on you for that one. And I don't remember who the bass player is. And my apologies if he's somebody that's big, whatever his name is. actually, I don't know because I know Daria Nagel, and I definitely said that wrong. He's one of the guitar players. Alex Rudinger, Elliot Coleman's the vocalist. There's two other guys. One of them's a bass player. Anyways, I hadn't listened to this album yet. My experience with Good Tiger before this is I have really, really enjoyed their stuff. And I found that most of their albums have some type of sing-along, if you will. For me, at least. I really, really like Elliot Coleman's voice. I have for a long time. And I really enjoy this band. So for this album, I expected to hear, at least 2 songs on the album that would make me really catch it and really pick up the vocals and kind of get stuck. And after at least the first listen, that didn't happen, which I was very surprised at. But what I do want to say is these guitar players are riff fucking masters. They write some of the coolest shit I've ever heard. So I don't know what the tuning is for this, but Safety Fire was like a standard tune all the way up until that bottom E. And then that was dropped down to like an A on a 6-string guitar. So it's just like, bow, and then like, throughout the whole thing. This may be that, I can't remember. But they're really good at writing really pretty melodic and then straight to heavy and then back to pretty melodic, then straight to heavy, but without being heavy, so to speak. It's a heavy riff, but it doesn't sound like your down-tuned gent kind of stuff. It just gives you a real poppy, fucking groovy riff. And I think this album, as far as Good Tiger is concerned, is their best riff album. There are parts that can seem a little boring, but to me, it's solid chill music. And that's Good Tiger's always been that for me because there's no screaming on it. I don't think even their last albums had screaming, but 45 minutes to me of another solid, well-written album. But I can't get over how good some of those riffs sounded. They kind of blew me away, which they shouldn't because I know how good they are, but I was a little more surprised they took the heavy up just a little bit compared, in my opinion, to their last albums.
So I'm always fairly harsh on albums or really in general, I guess. I'm a little unfair sometimes. It could be a little hypocritical of me at times, whatever. I understand. I'm flawed. No problem. And I was ready to rip this. I was so fucking ready to rip this. And I'm going to.
Good.
I'm kidding. I love it. It was great. That fucking album. It actually, this might be, I heard one part in the second song that made me rewind it like 3 or 4 times.
Really?
Yeah. It was towards the end of the song. And I have a really hard time. As I was listening to it, I was trying to verbalize what I was listening to, and I have a really tough time because they're not really like much. Maybe this is what genre would you just real quick? What genre would you maybe put it in? Because I have no fucking clue.
Really tough. It's like it's a metal rock.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. I would. Yeah.
Really weird. It's almost like if metalcore took out super fast riffs, but still had just the right amount of speed, and took out screaming, and just had. It's not progressive. I don't know. It's like its own thing. Clue. It really is. It's unique compared to everything else that I typically listen to. It's unique because it blends so much together without even blending anything in it. It's insane to me.
I literally can't fucking describe the sound that they were creating. I was trying to think for days of what I'm even listening to. It's heavy without being heavy. It's pretty the whole time. There's no dissonance whatsoever. It's a lot of harmony. It's a lot of melody. It's easy on the ears. It's not harsh. The singing is incredible. The guy sounds like a bird. He's the songbird of the goddamn generation.
Yeah, for sure.
That poser.
Yeah.
The drums are aggressive when they need to be aggressive, but not really even. Like he mixes it up so much and he's in the fucking pocket during the chorus, which just means he's like perfectly in groove, right? Mm-hmm. That's important. But then he'll take it off a little bit, have the backbeat while throwing in little ghost notes every now and then, but not overdoing it to where you're lost in the syncopation and you're like, I don't even know what planet I'm on right now, which you get from a lot of these progressive bands. They don't make it easy to fucking listen to. They want to make it confusing and complicated because they're elitist fucks. Yeah. Maybe that's not the case. I don't like them. I love these guys though. And the drums, once again, super impressed. The mix was sick and the vocals were incredible. this by far best album period that I've listened to. I don't even know in how long.
Yeah.
So refreshing.
I'm hard. Obviously, I love Periphery. I love BT Bam, but on the show, since we started this 27 episodes ago, this is probably, and I've only got to listen to it once. I know I'm probably not going to stop listening to it for a while.
Nope.
I listened to it while I was setting up because running out of time, and I really like it fresh, and I want to get it, right before the show. So I listened to it right before we set up. It was great, and I'm like, there was just parts that I stopped setting shit up. I had to sit down and just be like, whoa, what was that? And the thing is like you said, it's pretty, but it's not too pretty. It's not too poppy. There's a lot of pop in there, but there's not so much that a metalhead or somebody that just enjoys music isn't there. My favorite thing about Good Tiger, and again, as far as I know, Alex did not record this. I could be completely wrong because nobody's torn. Maybe Alex recorded with them and maybe another drummer will tour. I don't know. But as far as I know, Alex kind of just left the band because he just couldn't keep up with the touring schedule that they had. He wanted to be, his thing is, I'm a session drummer.
Yeah.
I want to teach. I want to do my videos, all this. He wanted to get back home.
Imagine having that problem.
Yeah, right.
I can't tour the world. I'm making a lot more money doing this other stuff. So you guys are gonna have to figure something out. Wow.
But one of the things I love about Good Tiger is their choruses and like every other song is ended. I'm gonna pull a Trump here, bigly. Bigly. It gets so big. That big sound, just
massive.
like open and just like grooving.
Yeah.
The drummer is just going to do this. I don't know what he's doing with his feet. It's going to make sense, but it's just this, and the guitars are just, like, I don't know what it is, but they pull it off. Very sweet every time. And this is something, what I love about the band is I can step away from the metal without going country, pop, rap, any of that. And I can still really, really enjoy it and chill the fuck out and not feel so aggressive.
Yeah, it's not.
It's incredible.
It's not in your face music at all, but it's heavy still. I've never listened. The closest thing I've heard to it is literally the Safety Fire.
Yeah.
But I would even say the Safety Fire is on the nose aggressive metal.
A progressive, heavier band for sure.
Still pretty. But then they took all that pretty shit and still made it heavy with Good Tiger. Horrible fucking name. I don't like them because of that. Terrible, lazy, shitty name. But it's way better It's way better than something over the top and like, a lot of less syllables and shit.
Time the Valuator.
Sorry. Yeah. Let's go back to that garbage. Sorry, guys. Listen to the first song.
Yeah.
Their strongest shit, they did it smart right at the beginning, in my opinion. First two songs, strongest.
Yep.
Strongest. And it's 45 minutes and it's 9 songs or something?
And the very last song, I'm mad because actually while you were sitting here, I started playing it right before we started. I'm mad that I had to pause it. There was a little bit of ring out shit, but their last song also had some of that riffage in there and massive shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like listening to like a show or like a play or something. Like they just ended. Here's our big finale.
Yeah.
And I fucking love it.
It was great.
The big finale with like your cool down period. Right. And now the album's over. Like
it's just this is almost a perfect introduction to get somebody into heavy music without scaring them the fuck away.
Correct.
Because it's not so like right in your face, but it's right. It's masterfully done. It's got me speechless. I hate to like stuff because it's just not entertaining or fun, but this shit is fucking good, and I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, maybe next year shows will happen again.
I would.
A lot of the guys,
I would look out to
the guys were from this area, so Silver Spring would be a place that they have played before. Mm-hmm. I missed the last time they were in town. Probably dicking around with Daniel or something, who does not like Good Tiger. Does not like Elliot Coleman and doesn't really want to listen to it.
Love Daniel. He's a bit of a contrarian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a little bit of that in me too, so I can understand. I can understand. You have to admit though, Daniel, it's good.
Yeah.
Stop it.
All right. So what's next?
Next album. I want to make it a convo. Tony, what have you been listening to recently? What you got going on? I need some inspiration.
I don't listen to the same music you guys like. I don't mind the music.
That's why I'm asking, Tony.
That's the point.
I mean, I just listen to like rap music and hip hop music.
Last good single? Who was it? What's in your rotation heavy on Spotify right now? Give me some inspiration.
All right, let me look at the last couple songs I added on Spotify. But I was actually just listening to. I looked up the album that you guys were talking about, and I was listening to some of the songs. And I mean, I like it too. It sounds really cool. But if you look at the videos, because I was just going through the song list of the album and looking up and watching the videos, for each song, they have like these crazy visual videos going on.
Yeah.
Which are really neat to look at. It's pretty. It's not like a music video. It's just like these cool CGI visual effect videos.
Yeah, I believe it. I was watching on YouTube and listening to it on YouTube, and they had it was like a loop. It was literally just an endless loop thingy, and it was just it's weird scenery, and it was just like an infinite thing that just kept going and going. So I believe it. I can tell their artwork is like really different and interesting, just like their music. So it makes sense. But come on, man, give me something in your rotation. You got to give me something. We're going off the cuff. Give me some trash, dude. You listening to trash?
I just listen to rap music. So
what? Give me a fucking name.
I'm trying to.
All right.
The last album I listened to was Big Sean's new album.
Who the fuck is that?
Jesus,
Big Sean.
Give me a.
He's like.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god. He's like one of the biggest rappers. I think.
One of the biggest rappers.
Yeah.
Big Sean.
He's like one of those OG kind of legends. He's been around for a long time. He made.
Not very OG if we don't even know who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, now I'm going to struggle thinking of songs he's made that you've heard, but you've definitely heard his songs.
All right, fine. Okay. Well, I'll take that.
What's the last album called?
Detroit 2.
You want to do his last album?
Isn't that the last one he just listened to?
Yeah. Okay.
Or should we listen to a different album?
I'm looking at his Spotify, and I'm just making sure we're doing the right one, even though we're going off of fucking nothing besides this slave that's talking to us right now. Okay, sure.
Big Sean. I cannot believe you've never heard of him. Like, you know the song "I Don't Fuck with You"? Like, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I don't know.
You had to have heard some of his songs.
I've seen it in a movie,
in memes and shit.
Yeah.
But all right, fine. Big Sean, Detroit 2. This is gonna be good because I don't know what the fuck Tony's talking about. So Billy,
I know that song. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. All right, cool.
If you like rap and hip hop, you'll.
Holy shit! There's millions. 21 songs.
21 songs on the
damn,
album.
I just scrolled down. It's an hour and 11 minutes, so maybe they're short.
Okay.
21 songs an hour 11, so that doesn't. Maybe he'll mix it up pretty good. Thank you, Tony.
All right, cool. Thanks, Tony.
And if we hate it, we're yelling at you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
We will.
Like I said, if you're a fan of rap and hip hop, I'm sure he'll be fans. He's a strong artist.
Anyways, so you're familiar with Trivium?
Trivium. Like a board game?
No, the band.
Oh yeah, Trivium, yeah.
Kind of I want to say like power metal-y or something. But anyways, Matt Heafy, the guitar player of Trivium and also lead vocalist, was featured. First of all, apparently Drew Barrymore has her own talk show now. Did not know that.
What?
So that's news.
DB?
Yeah. So there is this local hero, as they call it. It's a UPS driver that I guess has been working pretty hard through the whole pandemic and shit like that. And, making sure everybody gets their packages. Those guys haven't stopped. And I guess Drew Barrymore had him on the show and knew that he was a big Trivium fan. So they reached out with Matt Heafy, and Matt Heafy is sending him a Gibson Les Paul from his collection there, or teamed up with Gibson, whatever. It's one of the ones that he actually plays, and sent it to the UPS driver. And I thought that was really fucking cool.
That is really cool.
So he was blown away. There's a video of it. I'll link it for the people, but he's pretty blown away and was like, I think he was speechless. Like, he's like, first of all, this is Matt Heafy. I'm a huge Trivium fan, and he's talking to me. And he just gave me a guitar. This is insane.
How do you feel about content porn like that? Like charity porn, like that shit?
I like it because I don't think it's out there that much.
What? You don't think
at least in the metal world, I don't see it that much.
Okay. In the metal world,
in like the pop world, there's some random, because they're the pop world or the rap world, those guys are rich as fuck. Metal doesn't make that much money. So it's not like I can, obviously I can team up with my endorsed gear companies and be like, hey, I've got something going on. I really want to do this. Can you help me out? And typically they'll be good about that. It's rare that I see it, but I do see it. Or they'll do a contest and a giveaway. But as far as like metal guys, I don't see them being like, yo, here's this guy who, whatever the fuck's going on with them, I want to hook him up and get him this guitar.
I'm not talking about the act of charity. I'm talking about, because that easily could have happened, right? Off camera. All right, hey, this is so-and-so from Trivium. Oh, so good to meet you. What a cool surprise. And then it ends, and the guy's like, yo, man, I'm going to send you a guitar. All right? Keep it on the low. Don't need to tell anybody. But this show or whatever, this fucking Drew Barrymore. What is she in? What was the last movie she was in?
Dude. 50 First Dates.
Right?
Fucking that came out, what, 20 years ago?
He's just not that into you. Remember that movie?
I know the title, but I didn't know that she was in it. I don't remember watching
Justin
it.
Long just telling bitches to shut the fuck up left and right.
Okay, well, that might be worth it to check it out. Maybe I'll have to check it out.
I love rom-coms, and that's a good rom-com. But Drew Barrymore, like, why, when the charity porn comes, like, you go to YouTube, you see these YouTube channels that are like, oh, I'm going to go give this homeless guy $1,000.
That I can't stand. You don't need to do that on camera.
I'm not going to get myself worked up.
So that's the
same thought process.
This guy, so what it looks like, I just read a little bit more into it. My apologies for not doing my research. Apparently this guy, he's just a standard UPS driver. And one of his daily routes, I guess, because pretty much everybody's getting packages every other day, because if you're like me, you just don't stop spending money. You get a package every day. I guess this guy saw a kid that was kind of cooped up in the house. He couldn't go. He wasn't able to go to school and stuff like that. So he brought the kid like a care package. And I guess mom or dad, whoever's home, like saw this, got it on video and was like, oh shit, like this guy's really fucking awesome. So I guess Drew Barrymore dug in. I don't mind that as much because I don't see that as much. But the people are like, check it out, guys. Got this homeless man over here. I'm about to hook him up. Just fucking do it.
That's what I'm saying without filming it.
Just fucking do it. This guy's not homeless. He's got a good job. He's working his ass off. He's got the money.
It's a parallel.
But it is something special. It's a separate thing. It's not helping out somebody who has nothing. This UPS driver is probably fine in life.
The discrepancy from this YouTuber, from the homeless guy to this YouTuber is pretty high, right? UPS driver. Drew Barrymore. The discrepancy is huge. I'm not saying it's the same exact thing. Yeah. I hate that thought of like disingenuous acts of kindness. It bugs the shit out of me, man. It bugs the shit out of me.
I guess. So I'm
going to pull out my camera every single time a panhandler makes me uncomfortable and I need to give him money. Not because I'm nice, because I want him to go away.
Right.
There's a big fucking difference.
Oh, for sure.
It's good. Thank you.
I guess
you can go. Thank you.
I guess I would lump this setup into the same as like an Ellen or Oprah back in the day or something like that. I can't stand even those on that scale. And I can't stand the YouTubers who have to tell us that they just fed a homeless man or something. Because they're looking for points.
It's all the same.
They're looking for points. Right. But the only reason I feel this is a little different, this guy isn't, as far as I know, he's not struggling. I mean, UPS drivers make a fair, decent wage.
I'm just saying.
And he got hooked up with a celebrity friend.
I'm just saying we need to cancel Trivium because he's exploiting people. And this is not okay. And
I don't think Trivium had anything to do with this. This was Drew Barrymore. Cancel Drew Barrymore.
Did the guy from Trivium even ask their gender?
Do what now?
Did the guy from Trivium, assuming he's a guy, ask the UPS homeless driver his gender or her gender?
The UPS is not a homeless driver, and he saw him.
This all smells kind of fishy.
It's a guy with a beard. I'm pretty sure he's a dude.
No, this is not. No, this I don't. This is not okay.
How did we get from like this kind of cool story to this? Moving along, Niko doesn't like that. Are you familiar with Orange is the New Black? I promise you, nothing is being given away during this story.
You talking about the chicks fucking each other and stuff in prison?
Yeah.
I know that show. It's a good show.
There was a Spanish chick. I don't remember her name on the show, but I'm gonna show you a picture. I'll link the article. It's Jessica something. She was one of the prisoners that's on the show.
Okay. Is this a band photo? She's in a band?
She is in a metal band, and she is the lead singer of it.
It's a horrible photo.
I heard this a long time ago, and this came up recently. Well, she's wearing like paint or something. They are called Alekine's Gun. Her name is Jessica Pimentel, and she is one of the main characters on Orange is the New Black. And I definitely have heard some of her stuff, and it's actually it's fairly good. I wouldn't expect like this act. I don't know. It's weird to see something like that, like on the complete opposite end of pop culture. Like we have
That is, yeah.
huge pop culture television to like death metal. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Is this, what does it sound? Does it sound like death metal?
I really don't remember. So we're going to check it out a little bit here. I listened to it when I saw it a long time ago.
This is her?
Yep.
She's a singer?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, this is legit, just like standard death metal.
To me, whether or not it's decent.
That's hilarious.
It's not something like, oh my God, this is the best band ever.
No.
But it's decent, but it is cool to see like super pop culture get into like that shit like that.
If it was, I was imagining like, oh, cool, it's another Jada Pinkett doing whatever, Lacuna Coil. What was she in?
Jada Pinkett was in a band?
Yeah, Will Smith's wife.
I know nothing about that. Producer, I'm going to need you to look that up and let me know what that is.
Earn your wage of nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Jada Pinkett, but I swear to God, she was in a band, and I remember Jay was at Warped Tour, and he remembered a time he could have been. He wouldn't have lied about that. What a weird lie that they announced Will Smith on the stage because Jada was fucking touring on not Warped Tour, it was Ozfest.
What?
I want to say Lacuna Coil, but I could definitely be wrong because I'm sexist, and all the girl bands kind of just like fall together.
They really do.
It's saying that her band was Wicked Wisdom.
Wicked Wisdom. I was way off.
Wicked Wisdom.
Right?
We might have to look that one up.
Smith in 2002.
And what does it list a genre of the music that it is?
It says heavy metal.
Jesus.
And something I've never heard of called new metal, NU metal.
You know what new metal is. Korn, Limp Bizkit, Disturbed.
That's all new metal.
Quality stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so what is it called, Jada's band?
Wicked Wisdom.
Wicked Wisdom.
Terrible
So we
name.
are going to look that up, and we're going to add that as like a side, just one song. Let's add that as like a side album review, because now I'm interested and we have to talk about it. We're just not going to get into it on the show. No.
Maybe it's not common knowledge. I don't know.
There's the random people like, I mean, we obviously know like Jack Black does music, but it's not metal. It's, Tenacious D, I guess, is as metal as he's going to get. I guess it's kind of metal.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, is it him or his son that is in like a super metal band? There's most of it's like either family or
Lieutenant Dan in the band or something. Lieutenant Dan in the damn band. Remember the guy from?
Yeah, I know Lieutenant Dan. I didn't know there was.
He's in a band. Yeah, I can't remember what he plays though. Who cares? No one cares about that guy.
That's all right. So I guess it's a little more common than I thought. Still slightly uncommon, but
No, but that
That's
chick.
actually the
cool.
name of the band. Is Lieutenant Dan Band. That's the name of the band.
That's awesome. I'll give him points on that, but aside from that, I'm not a fan of that guy. So that's cool. Orange is the New Black, and that chick is in a legit. We just listened to some of it. That's legit death metal.
that's pretty cool.
Legit death metal, bro.
It's pretty cool.
That is very interesting.
New gear alert. Sort of. So Fender has released a George Harrison Rocky Stratocaster replica. This is a $25,000 hand-painted guitar. Your favorite prices.
I'm not even surprised anymore.
It's probably one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. So my best guess is you have to be on LSD to enjoy this guitar.
For the listeners, it literally looks like striped gum colors. Like, you remember striped gum?
Yeah, the zebra stripe gum.
It's like those bright, stupid colors. And it looks like none of the lines are none of them are parallel or match up. It looks all hand drawn.
It's LSD,
by a
Dewey.
special kid, dude.
It's LSD, Dewey. Yeah, it's
so
pretty bad.
Why?
Because it's hand painted. Okay, that artist who can't even draw straight lines deserves $25,000. It's probably a one-off as well.
Oh, okay.
I doubt there's more out there.
He also painted it with. He put a paintbrush up his butt and he painted with his butt.
Yep. And then I got one more piece of gear for this week. Not too much going on. Cool.
What? Oh, the website.
I'll find it at some point. Electro Harmonics has released a pedal. If it comes up, I'll explain a little more in detail. But basically, they got a pedal that will make your guitar have like lo-fi video game sounds with the Mainframe Bit Crusher is the name of the pedal. I am very interested in this pedal to see kind of what it can do. It could also act as like a really cool fuzz. So a fuzz is just, kind of on top of your guitar. So a little different to distortion. Distortion's, kind of compressing and clamping down and adding saturation, where a fuzz just kind of adds just dirty noise
Farts.
over the top. Farts, basically. I've never been into fuzzes, but lo-fi video game kind of stuff. I think, and it's a cool looking pedal too. kind of matrixy video game retro kind of look.
Oh yeah, it's got. They have the blocky letters to make it look like it's a low res
green and black
kind of thing.
But it looks like there's quite a bit of adjustments that you can make on it. Yeah, the mainframe, in-frame, frame, rame.
What?
Oh, I see. It cuts a letter off. So it's like mainframe all the way down, but it cuts the first letter off. So it's like mainframe, in-frame, 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 frame, rame, aim, me, e. The Bit Crusher from Electro Harmonics, who's also one of the top pedal companies out there. So,
are you gonna buy this,
dude? I am actually very interested to pick this up, and if I don't like it, then I'll just take a $20 cut and sell it on Reverb.
Is it better to just? Can you get a refund on these things?
You can. So the problem is the stores that I typically deal with, I don't want to. It's the same as if you work at a retail environment. Eventually, that returns cashier is going to know you're the guy that constantly buys shit and returns shit. So and then they're going to be like, you can't do that anymore. They have the right to refuse it.
You'd have to use different websites constantly.
Right, I'd have to do some weird rotation and
It's a lot of work.
So for example, Sweetwater, I have a sales rep that texts me at least once every 2 weeks. So once I put my order in, it automatically emails him. He will see every return come across his desk because he loses that commission too.
Oh, is that the guy who called you when we were at
yes, when we were at Guitar Center?
And you told him about, oh yeah, we have a podcast. Oh, what is it called? The Backline. They're like, oh wow, that sucks. And you're like, yeah, I agree, it does suck. And that was the conversation.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
But yeah, so that's my thing. So the last thing I got, I said that was the last thing, but it's not. So my little segment of the week is what gear am I looking at? So I actually came across this really cool, sick ass looking guitar from a company called Charvel.
Not Chevelle?
Nope, not Charvel. Charvel. It is a kind of a custom kind of guitar. I might have to navigate to it. Might have to break it up a little bit, but I hadn't seen Charvel do anything like this. So it looks, for those of you out there who are familiar, it's very similar to like an Ernie Ball Music Man type guitar. Damn, I gotta find it. Maybe it's sold.
In the meantime, Tony, what is the capital of Morocco now? Go.
Morocco.
It's Morocco?
Yeah, it's Morocco. I just made that up.
Morocco. Where is it? Come on, give me something. Capital of Morocco. Wow.
It is Rabat.
Let's spell it, please.
Yeah, please, because it sounds like you're just saying robot in a fancy way.
Almost like robot. It's just R-A-B-A-T.
R-A-B-A-T. That's what I was going to say. Okay. All right. That's
Rabat.
Cool.
Rabat.
Otherwise known as Morocco.
That's awesome. I heard that question differently. I thought you were going to say like capital, like money. I was thinking money. Like how much is Morocco worth?
No, I thought he was legit. Like, oh, it's Morocco. I was like, how is this possible?
It is so I found a guitar. Sorry. I texted to our good buddy, Pat. Charvel Custom Shop San Dimas Nam Display. I guess it was a 2015 guitar that this company had. It's got to be sold, I guess. Yep, it's unavailable. So I guess it got sold, but it is pretty sexy.
What is this? Are you kidding?
What?
It looks exactly like every other fucking thing you show me. It's this fucking tiger stripe blue shit.
So I will get a picture of this, obviously. So, yes. So again, it's very similar to a Music Man. So what I like about it is it comes in a configuration you don't see often.
Okay, tell me.
So the full humbucker pickup with the one single coil.
Oh, at the top.
I have never played that, but in my head, it's my favorite pickup combination in the world.
I guess I didn't notice
but
that.
I've never played on that configuration. But
fair enough.
The downside to it, so it was until I guess somebody snagged that up quick. The downside to it, it was $2,500 and it comes with EMGs.
Isn't that good?
No, that's not good.
I thought EMGs were good.
Yeah, when we were early stages of Arabella, they were good.
They haven't gotten better?
No, they're
Really?
good for that style of music. That is it.
Got it. Okay.
You can roll with that. But now people are transitioning to what's called the Fishman pickups.
Fishman.
Yeah, Brian has them in all of his guitars. The Fishman Custom Classics, whatever. Basically, so what the EMGs are, remember I was telling you there was those pickups that have a preamp built into it, so you can kind of throw them into anything.
Mm-hmm. And
with that, the EMG preamp is just so fucking hot. You can't really clean it up. And it's just, it's got this really high end, just not a fun sound. Where the Fishmans have hot output, but sound like a non-electronic pickup. And they have different voices. So you can go like super hot on some of them and then dial it back while still retaining, really good note definition and really good output on your pickups. So why they would put, I guess back in 2015, Fishmans weren't that popular. So that probably is why there's EMGs in there. So then that makes sense. So somehow this Music Zoo got a hold of it. So that could have even been used 2,500. I don't know, but pretty pricey, but a cool looking guitar. I liked it.
Tony,
mainly for the pickup configuration.
Tony, look how many liters is in a gallon.
Hold on, I was
really? Wow.
Is that like common knowledge?
I don't know, because I'm pretty sure liters.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 liters in a gallon.
Is it 3?
Hey, Billy's my Google machine. 3.7 liters in a gallon.
3.7. Oh, I know that because every time I look at the urinal at work, the only thing to read is 3.7 liters per flush or 1 gallon.
Is that a gallon of water?
That's a gallon of water
in the toilet. That's not a gallon.
That when the urinal flushes, it flushes a gallon of water.
You mean water from the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What plants scrape?
A gallon. Okay. I didn't know that. Am I dumb, Tony? You didn't know that though, right?
No, I'm so bad with this conversion.
All right, 2 to 1. 2 to 1. No, we're smarter.
Yeah, we win.
That's
W
perfect.
Overall.
Is this mine? All right. Gear that I hate.
Yep.
I looked it up. I didn't look it up. It actually came to my mind naturally. It's not new at all. Tony, I need you to Google image a cajon. CAJON. CA.
Why do you hate a cajon?
Tony, look it up.
I've seen these things.
Tony's not a musician. He's learning piano, but I wouldn't call him necessarily. He hasn't been immersed, in
I am
in
Beethoven reincarnated.
Whoa.
He's pretty new, but me and Billy have been doing this for a lot longer. So what does that look like, Tony? The cajon.
It looks like a stepping stool. Like just a piece of wood that you have on the ground to use as a stepping stool.
Very good, because that's what it is. That's what it is, Tony. It's a fucking hollowed out box that they charge you anywhere between, I don't know, $65, I think it's the cheapest I've seen, to like $350 or something. And I understand with the price point, things you get added benefits to it. There might be a little snare liner, so you get a little pop. When you tap the
That's
little bottom
kind of cool.
of the box.
I didn't know any of those came with that.
Yeah, and they could come, like, it won't just be one completely hollowed section. Like, they'll come in different depths and stuff. And it's I've looked into it, and I was on the cusp of getting one of these.
I remember that.
boxes.
That's why it's weird that you're bringing this up.
Right. Because the reason I didn't buy it and I didn't pull the trigger is because I knew they are fucking bullshit. They're just boxes. They're pretend
drums. Get the $65 and make your own.
Why don't I just go get a log and hit it with my fucking hand, bro? It's the same shit.
It's not the same, dude.
The first video that comes up when you search cajon is, "This is why you need a cajon."
No.
It's like all capital letters and everything.
That's because that guy was endorsed by some fucking shitty ass cajon company. No, I'm not buying a fucking drum box. And now you're going to put me, I'm already behind the stage, bro. I'm already behind all the fun stuff that's happening, behind my little drum kit.
Yeah, but when you're doing a cajon, though, you line up right with everybody. You're up front. And I think the one with the snare, if it's like 300 something and it comes with a little snare liner in there to give you that, I think what that thing does is make you the most creative one on the stage at that point.
You are such because
you are literally tapping a fucking box.
You're such a gear whore. Can you stop defending every fucking piece of shit?
I don't like everything, and you know that. There is shit that I don't like.
Okay, you don't like, what is it? Ibanez. Cool. We got one thing.
Well, I mean, there's some Ibanez's
that he likes everything. He likes everything.
I don't like everything. Let me think real quick. What do I not like?
Niko, I'm going to post a picture.
Schecter guitars.
Okay, please.
Schecter almost will never buy.
Billy, can you navigate Tony sending a picture in Discord? We need to.
Niko, you need to buy this one.
Whoa, yes. And it's Meinl. Come on, dude.
For listeners,
that's sick.
It's a drum box with a couple other drum boxes connected.
It's awesome.
So you kind of
looks like
Tony, how much is that?
You're still playing Lego blocks, bro. It sucks.
Tony, how much is that? That's fucking sick.
You should guess on how much this is.
It's electronic,
bro.
$5.99.
Oh no, more.
But does not include the pedal.
Not quite as $5.99.
All right, how much?
$5.99. $499.99.
Dude, that is fucking sick. It's electronic too.
That's a pretty good deal, but it's still gonna sound like
For
this.
your acoustic shows, no, it's gonna have a different tone.
I've never heard
different
any of those
woods,
things sound
different
good.
thicknesses,
They don't sound
everything. Look, this company, I trust everything that they ever put out.
Nope.
Look at the
Drum wise, and I'm not a fucking drummer. Does it? It doesn't include the pedal, right? Or it does? Because that pedal is the same brand. That is Meinl, right? Is it Meinl?
It says Meinl on the page, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a Meinl pedal, so it probably comes
Just
with
take
it.
a look at the drumsticks you're using. Just looks like a bunch of dry spaghetti
Yeah,
noodles.
what the fuck? It literally is
taped
pasta.
together.
Wrapped in like your girlfriend's hair thing.
Oh my god, I like
Ponytail.
it. I like it. So this is going to be
this
Niko's
shit off the
next
screen,
gear
Billy.
review.
No.
Is he's going to get
Yeah, right, dude.
the cajon.
Yeah, you fucking wish. That thing sucks. All these drum boxes suck. Everyone fucking knows it. We're just forced to because we want to get paid. We want to play. And so just sit on the fucking box, monkey.
You wouldn't even sit on a box. You'd get to use your throne for that, monkey.
That's... Oh, you took the image off. No.
And that's awesome.
And then you look ridiculous. You know how... you look so...
Do you know how cool it would be to bring out a box that sounds so unique rather than... Because other than that, you're going to go buy brushes.
Honey, why is that
And
guy
you're going to
playing
bring
on
out
Lego
a
blocks?
full fucking kick, a snare, and a hi-hat. And that's now your acoustic sound.
The bartender's like, oh, he thinks he's in the band. He thinks he's playing music. He's literally hitting boxes.
Now, I have to agree with that. When you have the guy sitting on the cajon playing, I guess the other problem is either I know that person is not a drummer, or I don't know and he doesn't look like, I don't know, I guess drummers look alike. So you look at the guy and go, this motherfucker thinks he can play drums and he's just
That's
beating
what
on a
I
fucking
mean.
box. But you can actually play drums.
But no, it doesn't look like it. I look like I'm
if
just
you
like
got
Gollum.
that thing and you're getting fucking, you can get creative with that.
You've seen the way those guys are just like hunched the fuck over? Like you can't look cool.
Imagine the disappointment if the drum comes out with just a box.
Dude, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. It's not even going to be a thing. I'm like, this sucks. He's not playing drums.
But that one is cool. Come on, you have to admit, that's a pretty cool setup.
I don't know, man. Maybe, but...
Do I need to bring it back up?
It's as close as you
Come
can
on,
get.
dude. That's pretty fucking cool.
That's as close as you can
You
get
have your
to get me to play
ride,
cajonas. You
your
have to get me
tom,
that.
and your snare, and your kick. And they're electronic. You can plug them straight into the PA, and then it probably all folds up and just... It's one thing that you just throw in the back of your car.
Tony, that's just a single chain bullshit stock pedal. It's nothing.
But what? Because like most bass pedals have like the little cushion on the other.
Yeah,
end.
but it's
This has
flat. It's a flat
Yeah,
plastic.
it's a slightly different pad to get some kind of
There's plastic,
resonance out of it.
There's plastic variants as well.
Yeah, there's a
just
ton of...
attach a
There's
hammer
felt,
to it.
Just a
rubber,
hammer.
plastic, yeah.
Yeah, so that's my gear. Fuck cajones. Everyone knows they're inferior. Everybody, but everyone pretends like they're cool for
Yeah,
some
but
reason.
that one I like a lot.
Okay.
I'm buying one. I'm buying that one. I'm
Okay.
getting that one.
Okay.
After I buy all the other shit that I want to get.
I will promptly throw it in the trash. Cool.
No,
Get it.
ma'am.
Get it.
No, ma'am. And then I'll take your cut of the acoustic shows whenever those happen again.
Yeah, right. I'll never know. Nope. And that's my gear that I hate.
There we go. Yeah, so that's it for us today then. Yep. So we'll be working on the rap video at some point.
can't
So
let- we
it's
can't
going to
forget
be
Yeah.
it's going to be a little bit out. We're going to be getting busy soon. Hopefully we have it out sometime in October. This episode is going to come out the second week of October. But all right, we'll try for October, November. So bear with us there. I want to thank again everybody who did vote on that. Tony, did you vote?
I did not put a comment in.
Wow. He's
Can I
fired.
put my vote in now, or is
He's fired. No, it's too late.
It's already over, buddy.
Oh my God.
It's too late. Who would your vote be? Let me just for shits and giggles.
Oh, hands down, it was Niko.
Wow.
Thank you.
Damn,
you.
he won by
Completely opposite
one
direction.
vote before your... How hands down? This motherfucker is fired.
Okay? Because I was expecting a rap battle, but Billy.
Did you
kind
hear
of
my
like-
beat, dude?
Billy did more of a vibe off. It was.
Yes,
I was doing
that
a rap
was-
battle. He did a vibe off.
I was like trap rap. Come on, dog.
Yeah. It was,
The fuck?
I knew exactly what Billy was going
Yes.
for. I had a different thing in mind, and I wouldn't say it was better. I would just say it was different.
You guys are natively Spanish. You are used to speaking really fast. I am from fucking mid fucking Oklahoma.
Tony, let's speak Spanish real quick. Let's show him up. Let's show him how good we can speak.
Neither one of you guys can speak Spanish.
Hola,
Hola.
Tony.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Muy bien, E2.
See?
And that's all we got.
Yes.
That's all we got.
Yes.
Like, you heard that accent. It sounded pretty sexy.
Yeah, that was tight.
De
All right.
nada.
Hello. I mean,
De
hold
nada.
on.
Muy bueno. All right. Anyways, so thank you guys for everybody who's voting. Keep the comments coming. Again, any comments on the channel helps us on the channel, Tony. Every little bit of interaction we get is something more to basically shit on the YouTube algorithm and keep it going. We're such a small channel, so any interaction we get is very, very helpful. But yeah, I'm done. Episode 29.
Yes.
Is this what we're on? Mm-hmm. Just to keep count, episode 29. So that is done. And we'll see you next week. I'm Beef Treadbeard.
Niko.
And we have Tony, the producer.
I am here.
Did you, real quick, did you watch today's episode?
I was actually halfway through it.
Did you see the picture I put up for you? Or no? Yeah, that was on today's episode. Yeah, finish that up. I put a really cool picture when we were talking about you.
I missed that.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have. It's Tony Stark.
Are we done with the thing? What are we doing?
Nope. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye. Tony, say bye.
Goodbye.
All right.